1 in the trenches, each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school, should be a physical contest.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 side. The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Right side, Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Even though Fox is just 6'3", he's got some hop, showing them off a little bit on that play.
Lillard outside. His three-pointers off the mark. We've seen a quick start here for the Spurs. It's a 5-point game. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Over Prince. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Wembanyama has got 5 now. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Vassell kicks to Fox. Buries it down low.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
Wembanyama outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And here's the break. Here's Castle. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Oh, yeah. Castle can leap up to the rim. The rookie putting some power behind that finish.
Prince wide open. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Inside, here's Wembanyama. Off target with the jump hook. Bucks trail by 4. Lopez outside. Prince up top, guarded by Fox. And Prince with the jam.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Wembanyama way outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Frank, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours.
Oh, my goodness. Man. Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Fox against Kuzma. Fox dishes to Barnes. Here's Wembanyama. Good D by Lopez.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Over in the corner, Lillard for the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 7.
A downright lethal 3-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the layup is good. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Spurs passing it around. Here's Castle. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Here's Giannis. Got it. Good job in the low post. 9 points in the game so far.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
It's Prince on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. A three from Wembanyama. It doesn't go for him. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Bucks lead by 10. And back with the start of the... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
He's been working on his shot, and it's showing in Vassell's game.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
And Kuzma slams it in.
And I like that Kuzma can go off 1 or 2 feet. It really allows him to attack the rim with ease.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Vassell. A three from Wembanyama. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Wembanyama has got 6 in the quarter.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Wembanyama. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Bucks leading by 4. Lillard, right side. Antetokounmpo finds Prince. Back to Giannis. Prince outside. Loads it up for Giannis. And stolen by Vassell. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Vassell. And now just a 2-point Bucks lead. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. That's tipped and stolen by Barnes. Wembanyama with it. Guarded now by Prince. From downtown. Rebound Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lillard from outside, rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Latrey. Oh, 3-ball, Wembanyama!
And you don't anticipate a guy over 7 feet tall pulling up and drilling a shot like that.
Got that one up quick. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their 2nd NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And the Bucks making a change here. Trent's checked in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the 2nd quarter. Lopez kicks to Giannis. And it's Trent in the corner. Back to Giannis. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama galloping in for the finish. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back him up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report.
Just so crafty getting to the rim. Fox runs inside, leaps over the defense for the easy finish.
Out to Kuzma. Clock at 6. And Gary Trent Jr. gets the 3. Trent's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. Always been a willing passer and can find the open man once the D focuses in on him.
A 3 from Wembanyama. That shot off the mark. That's a 2 from Lillard, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the 3rd quarter started. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Porter. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. Giannis passes to Porter. That's short off the rim.
Oh, man, that's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Lillard against Paul. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Giannis says, get off me!
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Paul for 3. It's good from long range. Paul's got 6.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Porter kicks to Kuzma. Porter with it. Scoreless thus far. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. A different look for Milwaukee. Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Green in for Kyle Kuzma. Paul looking around. For the tie. The rebound by the Bucks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Porter. That one drops for him. And the Bucks lead by 5.
And this is how you execute in transition. Porter Jr. enjoys leaking out and running all over the defense.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Portis, the pass to Green. Portis kicks to Green. Bucks passing it around. Outside, out of Antetokounmpo. There's the 3. Good! Giannis from deep.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Paul passes to Sohan. 3-pointer. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Pass to Champagnie. Back to Paul. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Bucks leading by 8. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. Giannis flies the other way.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
Lillard, the pass to Porter. Kicks it out to Lillard. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Pass to Green. Outside, Porter. He's looking for Portis and finds him. On the wing, Green. And a wide open look for Porter. And a miss there on the triple. Spurs trail by 10. Giannis outside. Down low, inside. Giannis drops it in.
And a great look. Lillard always looking for teammates. Doesn't have tunnel vision.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Paul passes to Champagnie. Now, Sohan. Paul, right side.
The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
The Spurs shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Sims is checked in. Trent comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Porter. And Rollins subbed in for Lillard.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Wembanyama outside. Oh, Wembanyama answers right back.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Portis kicks to Trent. Back to Portis. Sims, the pass to Trent. Here's Rollins. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks after a fantastic. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Castle is out there at Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here he goes. Here's Rollins, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Rollins got his first points of the game. And so Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. Vassell finds Wembanyama. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. The Bucks making a switch here. Livingston's checked in.
Number 7, Chris Livingston.
Here's Rollins. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. They set the pick. Driving in. Throws it up high. Livingston, no luck.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Kevin Porter comes in for Rollins. Wembanyama. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And that's now 27 points for Victor Wembanyama. Porter inside. Barnes on him. And a wide open look for Portis. And again, the Bucks miss. Spurs trail by 10. Floats it up for Wembanyama. And stolen by Portis. Got a piece of it. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
Love seeing what he can do on the open floor. Fox is so explosive.
Here's Connaughton. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Connaughton's got his first basket of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Porter inside. Guarded by Fox. Pass to Trent. And it's Vassell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Trent. Porter, no luck. For San Antonio, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And the defense has to know that taking away his 3 is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long with that shot that makes no sense.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. To the paint. Bucks passing it around. And stolen by Wembanyama. Out in his own on the break. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
That is a huge shot by the lefty, and Fox is proving that he can be the go-to guy when his team needs a bucket.
Porter finds Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammates.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes in for Portis, and Damian Lillard is subbed in for Kevin Porter. Lillard against Fox. Floats it up for you. Oh, Giannis up high and down hard.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Wembanyama, no good.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. To the middle, here's Prince. And Prince with the jam.
Saw the opportunity opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Prince outside and stolen by Barnes. The drive by Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. Whoops, they pick off the pass.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's the lob into Antetokounmpo. Prince outside. Ball's knocked loose. And so the Bucks take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end.
Much appreciated, David. And that about wraps it up. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analyst,
one thing these teams have in common. They are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot.
Beautiful move there from Fox. His speed and handles are a lethal combination.
Here's Murray after the basket by San Antonio. On the wing, Porter. Clock at 6. Out to Gordon. Back to Porter. Takes the 3. Nails it from 3.
Just an uncanny ability to make shots from the corner. Porter Jr. using his skill set.
From deep, Wembanyama on target from range.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A., because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success. And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you gotta love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Now here's Murray. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Back to Gordon. Pass to Brown. Out to the wing. And here's Jokic outside, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
And here's Jokic outside. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. The Spurs have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Off target from outside.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Gordon with the big finish.
Oh, an explosive finisher. Gordon is also skilled at staying in control and finishing through contact.
First personal foul. First team foul.
San Antonio has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Greg Popovich had a few moments to share with me, and I asked him about their matchup against the multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. He told me, quote, Jokic is going to find a way to impact the game. We just need to make it tough on him. We have to bring the physicality and be cognizant of other guys cutting to the rim. We'll see how their defense holds up, B.A.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Gordon outside. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Gordon's got 5.
Nice work by Gordon, stretching the floor, opening things up with his range.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. The Nuggets trail. Stolen by Vassell. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Drills it from deep. Wembanyama's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I'll tell you, when Wemby starts driving, how do you stop the pull-up? I mean, there's just no way.
Here's Murray. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Devin Vassell. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for San Antonio.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
From deep, Wembanyama. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Coach, it's interesting to watch the career path of Aaron Gordon. He's gone from one role in his previous stop, then he arrives to the Nuggets in a completely different role there.
Yeah, Brian, he's become more of a third or fourth guy, and he's embraced the change. Everybody wants to be that number one or number two guy, but you've got to play a role to be a winner in this league.
And it's resulted in championships.
It sure has.
Count it.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Jokic with a screen on Fox. It's stolen. Wembanyama against Gordon. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Denver. With the drive. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding? The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's the Spurs. They're up by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. The drive by Murray. Gordon, the pass to Brown. Screen by Gordon. Shot clock at 5. From downtown. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Spurs lead by 3. Here's Castle. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And good to see Castle capitalizing from the mid-range. He knows he needs to keep hitting these shots.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Outside Murray. Over to the wing. Lets it go. Jokic, no good.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
From deep, Wembanyama sinks the tray. Wembanyama's got 13.
You've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
And here's Gordon from the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Murray against Fox. And it's Murray finishing it off.
You see the speed there. Love watching Murray go right towards the rim and convert.
Outside Barnes. All sorts of time. Vassell, great positioning on the putback. Vassell's got his first bucket in this one.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. Murray passes to Porter. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. He's got 5.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
And Jokic throws it down.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Three-pointer, Fox. The 3 ball is good for Fox.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Murray inside. He's covered by Fox. He was all alone on that one. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama making it look easy.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done.
Woo! Porter from outside. Barnes with the rebound. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. 6-point game, and it's good for 2.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Denver has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Jokic with a screen on Fox. Pass to Jokic. Fires for 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside, here's Fox. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Jokic with a screen on Barnes. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. On the wing, Porter. He's guarded by Vassell. Porter gets the bucket.
The quickness of Porter Jr.'s drive gives him the edge there. Defenses just can't react fast enough.
Outside Wembanyama. Barnes the screen. Wembanyama, pass to Barnes. Here's Castle. Vassell outside. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Fox. Fox lifts off and hammers it down.
Lift off there for Fox, showing how high up he can get.
And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
9 seconds left in the first half. Here's Fox. Fox gets it to go inside.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
So we conclude the first half. Spurs out in front. They lead by 11. All right, now let's check. Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
On the court for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the 3. Oh, he picked him clean. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Here's Sohan. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. And the Spurs lead by 13.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
Murray, no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times.
Nuggets trail by 15. Here's Jokic. Second chance effort. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Holmes, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Westbrook in for Jamal Murray. Pass to Sohan. Here's Champagny. Three-pointer. They get it back. And here's Paul. Still no points. And the basket by Branham.
Yeah, the dime-dropping skills of Paul. Tremendous at getting it to uncover teammates.
Holmes, a screen on Paul. Westbrook. To stop the drought. Connects from downtown. Westbrook's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. San Antonio leading by 15. Here's a three from Paul. And he can't get that one. Denver has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Shoots it from the corner. And Jokic finishes it off.
And we know he can pass the ball, but wow, what a great finisher as well. Jokic delivering when his team needs him.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Off target with the three.
San Antonio foul.
Denver shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
First personal foul.
The life of an NBA head coach, Stan, is not easy. You've lived it. What's the toughest part of the job? And don't say dealing with the media.
Well, no, it's not. But, Brian, I think people would easily say it's the time spent away from home, and it's also the losing, quite honestly. But I think what my family had the hardest time with was how consumed I was as a coach during the season. So even when I was home, all I was doing was thinking about basketball.
And how many losses have you endured as a broadcaster, Coach?
0. Undefeated, Brian, undefeated.
Nuggets trail by 11.
San Antonio foul. Ronald. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Porter, the pass to Jokic. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Jokic has got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Here's Sohan. Oh, powered down with both hands.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
On the wing, Porter. Pass to Jokic. The three. Outside for Porter. Shot clock at 6. Now Paul. From deep three-point range. Sohan, the pass to Mamukelashvili. They set the pick. Paul for 3. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Westbrook right side. Pass to Jokic. Again, Jokic missing. Paul with it. That won't go either for Paul.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. San Antonio on top. They're up by 11. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5. That's the San Antonio 5. Fox moving fast, and Fox it home.
And this is Fox at his best, slamming his foot on the gas pedal and scoring with confidence.
Porter pass to Jokic. Let's go with a three. They grab their own miss. Launches it. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Porter against Wembanyama. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Over Kessel. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And coach, a 3-time league MVP, Nikola Jokic joining Moses Malone, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson. What a list.
Yeah, that's not a bad list at all, Brian. But what stands out beyond Jokic's skill set is the consistency that he produces with every night.
Everybody around him instantly gets better when they play with Jokic.
They love playing with him.
Spurs lead by 12. De'Aaron Fox taking it right to the rim.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Yep, count it. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard. Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. Fox with the ball. He's picked up by Westbrook. The three from Wembanyama. Fires away from way outside. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Westbrook. Out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Here's Fox. And Fox powers it home.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Wembanyama from deep three-point land. Another miss by Wembanyama. Nuggets trail by 18. Here's the three. Holmes, no good. And it's San Antonio's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Brown grabs the board.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
Westbrook, the pass to Holmes. From deep, Jokic. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Spurs.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for De'Aaron Fox.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
And the shot is good by Westbrook.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
55 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. The three from Wembanyama. Nails it from 3. Wembanyama's got 33 points.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Denver grabs the miss. Westbrook right side. Shoots. And again, Denver no good. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And here's Westbrook from the arc. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. From deep. Offline. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly.
Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point. Brown the pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, Jokic attacking the rim and brings it down hard.
Lillard scanning the floor. It's Prince on the wing for the 3. And there's Lillard on the assist by Prince.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Love some AG highlights where he's jamming it down like that.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. When it comes to Jamal Murray, Coach said it's crucial to make sure his defense doesn't slack off on him. He said Murray is a microwave scorer. He can get hot in a real hurry. Our guys know they have to talk with one another out there, help each other out. Communication is key. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And it's Murray with the jam.
There's some good anticipation there. Murray quickly out, leaking in transition and filling the lane.
Prince outside. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Traps in the tray. Lillard's got 6 points.
Not just a volume shooter. Lillard, very accurate.
Here's Murray. Lopez with the block. They recover it. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Murray. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Jamal Murray's such a natural scorer, and right now getting in and finishing on a physical play like that one.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw tonight. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 6. Prince finds Lillard. Offline with his 3. Denver in the lead. Brown the pass to Porter. Gordon with a screen on Lillard. And it's Murray penetrating. 5 to shoot. From down in the low post, it goes. He has 7.
Well, there's a little bit of Murray's handle on display. The D looked totally confused as to what to do there.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Brown the pass to Murray. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter. And here's Jokic outside. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Three-pointer, Lillard, and he's good on the 3-ball. Lillard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Name a place where Damian Lillard can't score. I guarantee you it's not the corner.
Murray, no good. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he banks in the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Antetokounmpo following the miss by Jamal Murray.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Gordon inside. Lopez covering. Back to Jokic. Outside Gordon. Outside for Murray. Here's Jokic, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Bucks leading by 4. The drive by Giannis. Lillard, the pass to Kuzma. Gordon against Antetokounmpo. To the wing right side. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Hands it from downtown.
Kuzma, rise, and fire.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Gordon a screen. Murray outside. Back to Jokic. Outside Gordon. Wide open look here for Murray. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Milwaukee Bucks. We witnessed him. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. When you consider
in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Brent, for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Shot clock at 3. Jokic. Damian Lillard pulls it in.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Brown. Guarded by Kuzma. Porter with it. Still without a basket. And then Porter with the jam.
And some creativity from Porter that time, a guy who's not afraid to show off a bit.
Giannis passes to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, DA. He is a worker and living the dream.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
And when you look at the career of Kyle Kuzma, he has played, Brent, various roles.
Yeah, Kevin, different spots and different things that have been asked of him by different coaches in different systems. So 6-man, spot-up shooter, go-to scorer. It speaks a lot to his adaptability. Hopefully he'll settle in and become the player that he knows confidently he is.
Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Bucks leading by 5. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Milwaukee is gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Now here's Lillard. He's got 16. Out to Kuzma. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 4. Brown, the pass to Gordon. Here's Brown. It's Jokic, top of the key. For 3, Gordon. Rebound, Milwaukee. Bobbed up there for Lopez. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Gordon with it. Picked up by Portis.
Pretty much the last guy you want to lose track of on the fast break is Aaron Gordon.
Out to Kuzma. It's Prince on the wing. That 3 off the mark. Denver's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Outside Gordon. And he goes big with the dunk over Brook Lopez.
And that's a staple move from Aaron Gordon.
Lillard, the pass to Kuzma. Lopez outside. Back to Kuzma. Pass to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Out to Kuzma. And here is Prince. Down low. Here's Lopez. Over in the corner, Portis. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. With the drive. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Nuggets have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. He hits both from the stripe. Porter outside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a way to end the half there, guys. Big time 3 to take the lead at the buzzer.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Bucks on top. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. Russell Westbrook out there with Murray. And it's Chancellor in the foul. Porter, here we go. Yep, it counts. Porter's got the first bucket of the third here for the Bucks.
When he's going, KPJ is a deadly offensive player. Can beat you in so many ways, including off the bounce.
And Westbrook throws it down.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Porter kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Chancellor. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 1. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Livingston's checked in, and it's Green and for Rollins. Murray dishes to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
They kick it out to Green. Back to Trent. Outside Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. There's the lob. Portis. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Jackson comes in for Gary Trent. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And a statement from Jamal: when he gets that kind of room, he's capable of throwing it down.
Portis, the pass to Portis. And it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets leading by 3. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Porter kicks to Green. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Green's got his first bucket in this one.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. Here's Chanchan, defended by Portis, and a wide-open look for Porter. No good on the 3. Bucks trail by 3. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The Bucks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Portis kicks to Giannis. On the wing, Green. On the wing, Giannis. Jokic defending. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And the 3 off target. Milwaukee's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Denver shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Rollins checked in for the Bucks.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with a controlled intensity, and when he does that, he's unstoppable.
From deep, Giannis Antetokounmpo stretching the floor with the 3.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
There's a good screen. Fires the 3. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Denver ball.
Here's Pickett. Nothing on the board. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Chanchan.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. The first free throw is good.
Let go, Chanchan. 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Rollins the pass to Giannis. Good defense by Jokic.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. And Westbrook throws it down.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read. Calls his own number and then sends it home.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nuggets lead by 5. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So it's the Bucks now, trailing by 5. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post position. Damian Lillard out there with Rollins. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting reasonably well, 45%. Bucks passing it around. Porter with the steal. Murray against Lillard. Now here's Murray. T right on him. Banked in off the glass. Murray's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, they've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, your confidence grows, and you win that turnover battle.
Murray against Kuzma. Out to the right wing. Portis. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Bobby Portis, and it's Prince in for Rollins. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Murray. There's the drive. And that one, good. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
We see this time to time for Murray. When he's locked in, and he's completely locked in, he'll carry the offense.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And that's what he's known for, right? His ability to scan the floor and find open guys.
Deep 2 from Lopez. And Kuzma slams it in.
He wanted to shoot that ball, but you see your teammate wide open. Be a good teammate. Make the delivery.
And it's Murray penetrating.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. He takes it in. Now here's Kuzma. He's guarded closely. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Kuzma.
And Dame Lillard with tremendous concentration there.
And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. They get it again. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. And Lillard kicks to Antetokounmpo. Powers through inside. Giannis.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Now Murray. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Well, Jamal Murray at his size, the one impressive thing that stands out to me is that he will willingly go right at the defense.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Damian Lillard. Murray against Lillard. And it's Murray penetrating. Shoots from 14. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Murray's got 11 in the second half. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Prince. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. Murray surveying the D. Outside, Porter. 4 on the clock. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Pass to Lillard. Out to Kuzma. Back to Lillard. Giannis outside. Launches it. Kuzma can't get it to go. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, this game is not over when Jamal Murray is still able to play.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Lopez. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Pass to Brown. Porter with it. Guarded by Kuzma. Here's Brown. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett.
teams, Clark, they both do the dirty work on the glass.
Yeah, extra possessions will be at a premium tonight. No easy boards. With all of these glass eaters running around, getting their hands dirty, should make for a really interesting game to keep an eye on inside.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5 down low.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Here's Lopez. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And slammed that thing through.
A nasty two-hander.
Max Force throwdown.
And the Spurs with possession here after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stop.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Vassell passes to Wembanyama. Another miss by Wembanyama.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit.
Oh, my goodness! Whoa!
And when the Greek freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
San Antonio with the ball. 7-point differential. Here's Wembanyama. Baseline jumper right on the money. Wembanyama's got 5.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Fox the pass to Wembanyama. Another miss by Wembanyama.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And they pick up 2. Give him 8 points now.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Wembanyama against Antetokounmpo. Wembanyama with a bucket.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Stolen by Vassell. Fox deciding where to go with it. Pass to Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama missing.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, but you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
The 3 from Prince, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Sinks the tray.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Kuzma. Fires from deep. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. And Fox has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 1. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. For 3, here's Lillard. And they recover it. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Wembanyama with it. And Lopez picks him up. Pass to Castle. And here's Barnes. Now here's Wembanyama. On the wing, Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. And it's Antetokounmpo off the drive. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Milwaukee shooting their first foul shot of the night. Wembanyama from deep three-point land. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Bucks ahead, up 4. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So on the floor for San Antonio. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Brian, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. The 3 from Wembanyama. The big man, Wembanyama, sinks the 3.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
And that one's good. Lillard.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Kuzma. Now Lopez, covered by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
And the shot goes down.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Lillard right side. Offline with a 3.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And it's Fox missing.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
The 3 from Prince. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Takes a 3. It's cleared by Damian Lillard. Bucks trail by 3. To the middle. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Putting that stanchion to the test, the big fella, banging it down.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1. And some changes here for the Bucks. Sims, he's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Trent in for Prince. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
The 3 from Wembanyama. The shot, no good. The Bucks have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Portis outside. For 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Portis has got his first 3 points of the game.
Does not shoot many from out there, but Portis makes them at a decent clip.
From deep, Wembanyama. San Antonio again can't hit. Milwaukee has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Smith, he's checked in for the Bucks. A minute 53 left to play in the first half. Outside Barnes, back to Fox. from behind the arc. And Barnes with a basket. The assist by Fox. Fox has got 5 assists tonight. Portis a screen. The kick out to Kuzma. Stolen by Vassell. Lillard against Wembanyama. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Spurs?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Livingston, he's checked in for the Bucks. Porter Jr. comes in for Kuzma. Oh, did he?
Man,
He did! Wow!
How about that? Are you kidding me?
For 3, here's Lillard. And another miss by Milwaukee.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys. Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The 3 is up. The rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Stolen by Wembanyama.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first one falls.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal. It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Paul for 3. Drops in the 3. And the Spurs lead by 13. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. All right, Allie's ready to go. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the 3rd quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Bobby Portis out there with Green. Then it's Jackson. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Rollins in his point guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Back to Paul, to the paint, from the low block, and he nails the jumper.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Rollins passes to Porter. The three-pointer off the mark. Spurs lead by 12. Paul looking it over to the inside. From outside the arc. Can't get it to drop. Milwaukee is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Rollins passes to Portis. Jackson for 3. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Pass to Sohan. This one for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Rollins gets the bucket. Rollins has gotten his first points of the night.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And here's Paul. There's the 3. Hits the trifecta.
You know, when the defense gets tough on Chris Paul, it seems like he just gets tougher. Tough defense brings out the best in him.
Oh, got that one up quick. Jackson's got 6 points in the quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Down low. From deep. The offensive rebound. And then Portis with the dunk.
You got to put a body on Portis or he'll wreak havoc on the offensive glass.
And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Green. Trent comes in for Jackson. And Prince is subbed in for Porter Jr. Outside Paul. Beyond the arc. San Antonio again can't hit.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Mamukelashvili. It's hauled in by Rollins. The Bucks trail by 8. Lopez passes to Rollins. Sweet little floater. Rollins has got his second bucket of the night.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Paul from deep three-point land. The long-distance 3 is buried.
You know, you talk about stretching the defense out. I mean, with Chris Paul, I think you've got to tag him as soon as he crosses half court because he'll let it fly.
Spurs lead by 9. There's 1:47 left in the third quarter. And the foul on Brook Lopez. That's his first foul of the game. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Kuzma comes in for Trent. San Antonio with the ball. Paul, shot is off. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
If you're a head coach, you love having a guy like Chris Paul around. He's a coach on the floor for you and helps keep everyone accountable.
The Spurs making a switch here. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Harrison Barnes comes in for Sohan. Vassell, he's checked in for Champagny. And Castle subbed in for Branham. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Chris Paul. Kuzma, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Kuzma. Here's Rollins. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers experienced with star-laden rosters. He said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
The burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Bucks trail by 8. Kuzma finds Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. They'll pin that one on Harrison Barnes.
And, you know, Lopez has such a likable personality and way about him. Just a good-spirited guy, and it's one of the reasons his teammates enjoy playing with him. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity, he's cashing in on those.
Fox against Antetokounmpo. Fox, the pass to Barnes. 1 second left. And Fox, here we go.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And so it. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5. Pass to Fox. Wow, the athleticism of Fox.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
The 3 from Wembanyama. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 30 points. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
Giannis striding in, and Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Barnes finds Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Now here's Wembanyama, defended by Lillard. And Vassell, the bucket, on the assist by Wembanyama. Vassell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Ooh, Lillard doing damage outside.
The moment they hit that last shot, Lillard wanted one of his own. He was determined and undeterred to strike right back.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. The 3 from Prince. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. A 3 off the inbound. The shot by Lillard, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Vassell passes to Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Vassell outside. It was stolen by Lillard. Pass to Prince. On up the court. Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
The slam from Portis, impressive. Using that size around the rack.
Fox outside. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks.
There you have it. Prince stepping up big time. This guy played all 4 years in college, and you see evidence of that confidence and maturity there.
And there's really no such thing as a safe lead. I mean, this is still anyone's game.
No, it certainly isn't. I mean, if they string together a few more baskets and get a couple of stops, I mean, this game will be tight again just like that. So stay tuned.
Fox, the pass to Barnes. Fires the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Prince with the bucket.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Here's Fox. Yes, sir! Fox finishing.
Oh, Fox doesn't shy away from important possessions. He wants to be the man for this team.
Kuzma, left side. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Prince against Wembanyama. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Portis down low. San Antonio's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. Oh, the body control and balance from Wemby.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Kuzma for 3. Stolen by Vassell. Fox with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard.
Someone who embraces big moments. De'Aaron Fox, huge points. It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's It's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Wembanyama from deep three-point land. Damian Lillard with the rebound.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
No easy options for the defense when Lopez gets in deep.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that brings him within 5. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wembanyama fires it from way outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Inside. Wow! A rim-rattling jam by Giannis.
And the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Textbook pass to exploit the fast break. Gets it out ahead for the easy bucket.
The drive by Lopez. No good there. And so it's San Antonio with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some
look to impose their will on the backboard.
Kevin, that battle inside is not for the faint of heart. A little furniture moving inside, if you know what I mean. That's just part of it.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5. Wembanyama finds Barnes. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Spurs. Fox against Murray. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. And it's Vassell in the corner. Spurs working the ball around now. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Pass to Jokic in the corner. Murray with it. Jokic kicks to Gordon. Driving inside. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And how about the urgency there on Gordon's drive? Pushing past the defense for that one.
A 3 from Wembanyama. Denver grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Good.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Murray against Fox. Murray, good.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Fox passes to Barnes. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Porter kicks to Jokic. Pass to Gordon. On the wing, Porter. Guarded by Fox. 6 to shoot. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
In a deep 3 from Fox. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking up bombs like that.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The kick out to Barnes. The wide open look here for Fox. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Denver leading by 6. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing.
Oh, my.
Nice finish.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Jokic passes to Murray. Tries again. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. And Fox gets it to go.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Murray kicks to Gordon. Back to Murray.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
The Nuggets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And he makes the first.
At the line for your Nuggets,
Good on both. 51 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama left side. Vassell right side. There's the three. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And this is something Vassell has really improved. Now you have to guard him closely from deep.
Here's Murray. Barnes grabs the miss.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
How about the range? Wembanyama has that rare ability at the center spot.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Here's Brown. For three, Murray bangs home the trifecta. Murray's got 5 now.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And so it's it. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Spurs trail by 3. Fox passes to Vassell. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. From outside the arc. Kept alive. Up top, Fox. There's the triple. And the basket by Castle. 6 points for him.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
And you know, De'Aaron Fox, he has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off of him. But now that he has that step back 3, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do.
Wembanyama outside. The kick out to Barnes. A pass to Fox. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Murray with it. 5 points in the game. Poke loose. Fox with it. Now guarded by Porter. And it's Fox with the jam.
In the open, few better than Fox. A great finisher with tremendous speed.
Here's the fast break. Wembanyama leading the way. Pass to Castle. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
And he gets it to go. The Nuggets trail. Murray outside. And here's Jokic. On the wing, Gordon. Pass to Murray. Fox against Jokic. Outside, Porter. And another miss by Denver.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Oh, you let Fox have that shot. Like, you forced De'Aaron to make those.
Here's Brown. And again, Denver no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Fox against Porter. Now here's Gordon. 10 points for him.
And you got to be aware of where Jokic is on the break. Analyzes transition situations and takes advantage of it.
Floats it up for... Oh, watch out for Wembanyama. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And here is Fox. 9 points in the game so far. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Brown, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Devin Vassell.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Quarter passes to Gordon. They now take the lead. Gordon's got 4 this quarter.
And when Gordon is hot, boy, he is fun to watch. And you can tell he's having fun as well.
Pass to Barnes. Here's Castle. Fox kicks to Barnes. And just miss after miss right now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now, Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. A slam by Jokic.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
A 3 from Wembanyama. The shot comes out. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nuggets lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Jeremy Sohan. And it's Champagnie in at the small forward position. Ball fires from way outside. Off target with his 3. The Nuggets leading by 7. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Right wing. Pass to Strother. Here's Chancellor. The rebound by Champagnie.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Paul looking around. This one for 3. And it's Sohan missing. Denver's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
And Westbrook, here we go. Here's Chunchar. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Spurs trail by 7. Paul outside. From past the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets. And there's the drive. Pass to Chunchar. Outside for Jordan. Here's Chunchar. Still yet to score. Now, here's Watson. Second chance effort. Rebound by Sohan.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Pass to Champagny. Back to Paul. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Champagny. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And Watson slams it in.
This is what you love to see. Westbrook setting up his teammates on time, on target.
Ball from deep three-point land. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And it's Watson with the ball for Denver. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. The Nuggets leading by 9. Pass to Strother.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Strother's got his second bucket of the night.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili to end the run. Traps in the tray. Mamu Kelishvili has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside Westbrook. Here's Strother. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Spurs trail by 8. Oh, no one around him. No good on the triple.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Spurs shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Here's the screen from the arc. Chanchard grabs the miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. The Nuggets leading by 11. Murray with it. 8 points for him. And it's denied. Right side, Fox. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fox with the steal. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
So quick. Fox plays with incredible pace on both ends, and this man is hard to slow down.
On the wing, Murray. Porter outside. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Porter's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets. And so it's the Denver Nuggets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Jokic. Vassell grabs the board. Spurs trail by 10. Pass to Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Shot clock at 6. It's a very good look and converts.
He's been working on his shot, and it's showing in Vassell's game.
Jokic with his screen on Barnes. Here's Gordon. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And Jokic throws it down.
And that's how you execute offensively. Murray did a great job of getting it to his teammate. Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
On the wing, Murray. Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Murray. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Spurs trail by 11. Wembanyama, a screen on Murray. Nobody near Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Pretty slick by Fox right there, giving it away to the guy who is ready to attack.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Castle. A three from Wembanyama. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Jokic slams it in.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Fox goes in. Plays it up off the glass.
Boy, Fox, there may not be a quicker player with the ball in his hands.
The Nuggets leading by 8.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Jokic. Over to the wing. Brown. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, you got to put a body on Jokic or he'll torch you on the offensive glass.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. That shot by Wembanyama, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. It's a 10-point game. No good that time. Good D by Barnes. A three from Wembanyama. Good on the three-point shot.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Takes the three. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Denver.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Aaron Gordon.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
San Antonio's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. They get it back. Wembanyama way outside. San Antonio again missing. Lets it go from deep. Murray, no good.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
And Denver has possession. They have a 9-point lead. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. Thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Richard Jefferson and
run-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks opening lineup. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Out to Gordon. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
Nice work by Gordon, stretching the floor, opening things up with his range.
Lopez finds Lillard. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Murray, no good.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The 3 from Prince. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
Here's Murray. And the layup is good off the glass.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you gotta love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And he probably thought he was gonna bury that one.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks so much. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. We briefly discussed what he wanted his team to do against Damian Lillard, and he said to not let him get going from deep. Once his 3-ball is falling, everything else becomes easier for him, so we have to talk out there on the perimeter. So expect to see a lot of defensive activity near the 3-point line tonight. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And, Coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to double team him, he's going to create wide open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
Antetokounmpo, that's good.
The long strides of Giannis help him get down the court fast. A lethal player in transition.
Outside Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Screen by Antetokounmpo. It's Lillard with the drive. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Prince. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Prince. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. The 3, here's Lillard. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Murray on the take. It's cleared by Damian Lillard. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Kuzma, that's good.
Good fundamental basketball from Kuz there. He works hard to find those shots and support his team.
Jokic passes to Gordon. Outside for Porter. Gordon with a screen on Lillard. Gordon outside. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks down the triple.
A lights-out 3-point shooter. All Porter Jr. needs is a little wiggle room, and he's pulling up.
Antetokounmpo is doubled. Pass to Prince. Now here's Kuzma. For 3, here's Lillard. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Here's Brown. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside for Porter. To the wing, right side. And another 3 for Denver.
A solid read from Porter Jr. When he makes quality passes like this, it helps his team's overall chemistry. That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Pass to Gordon. 44 seconds left to play in the first. Gordon with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Porter, the pass to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, the vertical Gordon has is phenomenal. So why settle for the layup when you can just slam it down?
Will it go? Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Brown. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Nuggets.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. The three from Prince. And the three-pointer goes. Prince has got 8.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Lillard looking around. On the wing, Kuzma. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Gordon on the take. To the wing on the left. Gordon on the wing. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. And now a 5-point Denver lead.
A player like Gordon lifts the whole team. He works hard to find those shots, always contributing.
Back to Lillard. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists now tonight. Murray passes to Porter. Murray against Lillard. Out to the right wing. From the arc. Brown's shot is good. Brown's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The Nuggets lead by 5. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Murray. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
Pass to Lopez. Porter with the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Gordon left side. And Gordon with the big finish.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. The 3 from Prince. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got rebound number 7 tonight. And here's Denver. They're on an 11-3 run. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, BA, not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
The three from Prince. Sinks it from distance. Prince has got 11 points.
And I love the balance for Lillard between scoring and passing. That time finding his teammate for the great look.
Pass to Jokic. Out to Gordon. Here's Brown. Lopez on the double team. Outside Murray. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist in this one.
I call Jamal Murray a scoring guard. He's on this team to provide points, and he's certainly doing that tonight.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. To the inside. And stolen by Jokic. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Here's Brown. And he slams it in one-handed.
The break started by Jokic. The steal, the first pass. A nice play.
The shot by Lillard. No good. Denver leading by 13. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Denver shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That free throw good from Gordon.
And talking about Gordon, just a freak athlete and ferocious dunker, a valuable role player on this team.
And Milwaukee has possession. Let's watch Dame here. Oh, Jokic with a block. And the foul on Brook Lopez. So that'll be a 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
He's such a good free throw shooter. You don't want to foul him unless it's absolutely necessary.
And Murray drops them both. Antetokounmpo outside. It's Prince on the wing. Drills it from deep. Prince has got 11 points in the quarter.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Jamal Murray, he's been the guy making things happen for the Nuggets. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Jamal Murray.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
They've got Peyton Watson. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Chanchar in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Denver. It's Prince on the wing. The 3 is up. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Prince has got 17 points.
And he's really made his mark with the 3-pointer today. And that's another big one.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe, because points can get put up in a hurry.
We'll stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Murray. Here's Prince. The 3-ball. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Antetokounmpo with it. Checked by Gordon. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Here's Brown, defended by Kuzma.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots. Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Murray against Prince. The ball's knocked loose. Back to Murray. Pass to Brown to end the drought. That shot off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Lillard passes to Lopez. 3-on-3. And Gordon with the big finish.
Whoa, Aaron Gordon looking like he's in a slam dunk contest right there.
Antetokounmpo inside. Gordon's on him. It's Kuzma with the miss.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Gordon on the take. Pass to Jokic. Lopez with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Brown passes to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
And I like how Gordon lets the game come to him. That's why he's able to take over at times.
Antetokounmpo against Gordon. Kuzma for 3. And again, it's the Bucks missing. And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. 17 points was their biggest margin. They get it back. Pass to Jokic for 3. Gordon. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Kuzma down low. Defended by Gordon. Kuzma. That's good. Kuzma's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
The drive by Murray. Pass to Brown. Jacks up a 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lopez finds Lillard for the lead. Murray against Lopez. Kuzma outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Antetokounmpo covered by Jokic. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Don't count. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's Denver. They lead by a bucket. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Milwaukee. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at small forward. Kuzma drives in. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
You know, I think Kuzma has underrated quickness. It's part of what helps him finish at the rim so well.
Gordon against Lillard. Outside for Porter. Right wing. On the wing, Porter. The 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's Prince on the wing. Here's the floater. And And Antetokounmpo with the lay-in.
And the soft touch on the floater. Giannis just making a challenging shot look effortless.
Murray passes to Porter. Three-pointer off the mark. The Bucks trail. And here's Lopez. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. To the middle. Here's Brown. Powered down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Kuzma, the pass to Antetokounmpo. The three, here's Lillard. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
Yeah, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Brook Lopez.
And how about the trick move by the big man? I mean, nice pump fake from Jokic.
And Jokic drops them both.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Jokic passes to Gordon to the right side. Gordon on the wing. Off target from three-point range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Lillard drains the outside shot.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Now here's Murray. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Murray's got 19 points.
And this is why they go to Murray in critical spots of the game. He just knows how to come through. Ooh. Oh, not one to lack confidence. Kuzma won't hesitate to pull the trigger in the big moments. Not afraid.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game. 1:51 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Gordon outside. Jokic finds Porter. Here's Brown. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Lopez. And he drives in. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Denver has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Brown passes to Gordon. Here's Brown over to the left wing. And here's Jokic outside. No luck on that one. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. The shot by Lillard, no good. The Nuggets have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Screen by Gordon. Pass to Jokic. To the paint. Lets it go from deep. Gordon can't. Hit. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee to the inside. Lillard. Oh, he nails it!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And the Bucks with some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Livingston comes in for Kuzma, and it's Gary Trent Jr. in for Prince.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
The stakes don't shake Lillard at all. He stays cool and finds the clutch basket.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Murray finds Porter. And again, it's Denver missing. And here's Milwaukee now. There's Livingston. Counted!
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
That's a big man down there. I mean, when Jokic gets ideal positioning inside, he uses his size to draw contact.
And Jokic drops them both.
Yeah, they desperately needed those free throws, and he delivered. It's down to a one-possession game.
He connects!
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
Oh, they get a hand on it. So it's a narrow victory for the Bucks, pulling it out for the W. They play. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill.